Hi, I'm Plenish Pro Joey O'Hare and I'm a chef.
So this recipe is for a classic autumn apple crumble with custard, and we're going to make the custard using Plenish's almond milk. So for the crumble topping, we're going to need some oats, some ground almonds, some flaked almonds for crunch, a little bit of coconut oil and coconut palm sugar, and then you can spice this with either ginger or cinnamon, nutmeg, a bit of both, whichever autumnal spices take your fancy. In terms of the filling for the crumble, we're going to use a combination of brownlee apples or cooking apples and eating apples, a couple of strips of lemon zest, and then to make the custard we need some egg yolks, a little bit of corn flour and vanilla extract, maple syrup and Plenish's organic almond milk. So first things first, we're going to make the apple filling and then get on with the crumble topping. So it's a case simply of just peeling, decoring and chopping the apples. We've used a variety of 3 different kinds of apples here, but you can use any autumnal fruit that you like, so pears would work very well. So all the prepared apples can go straight into the saucepan. And to that we're just going to add 2 strips of lemon zest, which is going to brighten up the flavour, and the juice of half a lemon as well. And to the apples we're going to add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So now we just need to put this on a low heat for about 5 minutes, and that's just going to get the cooking process started, which will give us a much more tasty and juicy crumble at the end. So while that's getting going, let's get on and make the crumble topping. So we're just going to grab a mixing bowl, and then here ready we've got our ground almonds and cinnamon, some oats, the coconut palm sugar, and the coconut oil. And I would also add a pinch of salt to your crumble mix. Now if the coconut oil wasn't liquid, I would say just use your fingers and scrunch it up and make it into a nice crumbly texture. That oil was slightly liquid, so I'm going to use a spoon. So the apples are looking perfect, and we can now transfer them to the baking dish. And just the one thing you need to watch out for is to remove those 2 strips of lemon that we added at the beginning, because they've now done their job. Now we just simply need to scatter over the crumble topping. And just a little scattering of flaked almonds is very nice visually, but also adds an extra little crunch too. So this crumble just needs 16 minutes at about 160 to 170 degrees. So now we're going to make a classic custard using Plenish's organic almond milk. So we just need 1 cup of Plenish almond milk. And to that we're just going to add a little bit of vanilla. And we're just going to bring the temperature up here very slowly. And meanwhile, in a medium mixing bowl, we're going to combine 2 egg yolks with the corn flour and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And we just need to whisk this really quite well. Make sure there are no lumps of corn flour left. We don't want the milk to come to simmering point, but we need it to be good and hot, so you'll start to notice a little bit of steam off the surface, and that's when you know it's ready. So when the milk is good and hot, we're just going to pour that slowly over the egg yolks, and this is called tempering the egg yolks. And make sure you whisk as you do so. And now this just needs to go back onto the saucepan and cook out to thicken. What's important at this stage is 1, to stir slowly the entire time. If it sits in the pan too long, it will scramble the eggs. So you can see that it's ready when you can see the base of the saucepan behind the spatula. And immediately you want to take it out of the hot pan and into a jug. So after the crumble's been baking for about 16 minutes, it should be golden on top and smelling totally delicious. And there you have it, a classic apple crumble with vanilla and almond custard.